Welcome back, WIC family. I'm Anna with the Bell County Public Health District WIC program. And today I'm taking you to TexRican, one of the most popular Puerto Rican restaurants in our area. This family-owned restaurant has been open since 2009, and the owner, Kamui, is going to show us how to make traditional Puerto Rican dishes using our WIC-approved foods. So stick around. We are here with Kamui.
Hi, welcome to TexRican.
Thank you for inviting us here.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your restaurant.
Yes, TexRican, we started TexRican restaurant in 2009. It's a family restaurant. We have a Puerto Rican cuisine. We have a lot of Caribbean famous dishes, and we're glad to be here in Texas to bring the flavor of the Caribbean.
Yes.
Okay?
And you're going to show us how to make a lot of those traditional dishes
Yes.
today. So what are we starting off with?
Yeah, we're gonna start with the base. That's the sofrito. That's the condiment, the popular condiment for the Caribbean cuisine, or the Puerto Rican flavor. The sofrito consists in green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper you want. You can add some sweet pepper too, onions, garlic, fresh garlic, cilantro. That's really popular for the sofrito. The cilantro and the oregano is the long leaf, look like cilantro. And we're gonna use the garlic, olive oil. We're gonna use pepper, black pepper, salt, a little adobo. Adobo, you want the brand Goya, but you can use Goya. That's the most popular. And we're gonna use a little bit of oregano.
And earlier you said we were going to use cilantro and culantro, which you
Yeah.
said is very similar to
Yeah,
cilantro.
it's really similar. The culantro is the long leaf, and they have different flavor. So it's combine the cilantro and culantro. They make the perfect flavor on the sofrito.
So traditionally you would use both, but in the U.S. sometimes it may be difficult to find fresh culantro. So cilantro is a great alternative.
Yeah, cilantro is the alternative. And today now we're gonna start how explain how made the sofrito, okay? We're gonna use the regular blender, food processor, and we're gonna add some, after wash all the vegetable, we're gonna use the green pepper, the red pepper.
And it's just roughly chopped because you're putting it in a blender or food processor.
Yeah, you're just gonna chop a little bit, and then you're gonna use the blender. You're gonna just chop it.
I like the method of how you just took out the seeds.
See, it's really easy. That's the best. You're gonna add the green peppers, the red peppers, the red pepper. You can add some the sweet
Orange.
yellow orange pepper.
Right, so the orange and the yellow bell peppers are going to be a little sweeter than the
sweet.
green.
Exactly. And after that, you're gonna use the ajo. That's the garlic, fresh garlic.
And
You're gonna explain how peel it.
okay, so I actually like peeling garlic. A lot of people think it's a nuisance because it's difficult to do, but you just have to know a few different techniques. So for one, this is a bulb of garlic. So when you're reading recipes and it says a clove versus a bulb, so a clove of garlic is just that one single
Just a
piece.
single piece.
Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put the root down and you're gonna put some pressure. Woo!
Yep.
They go flying. Look how easy that was. And then from there, once you pick out your pieces that you need, typically you can just grab a clove and you can wiggle it to break that peel, that husk. Or if you're skillful with a knife, you can actually hit it. So just be careful with the blade. You don't want it to be up, you want it to be down, and you just kind of hit it a bit, and then you can peel it. And it comes off easily when you don't have gloves.
Most of the people they buy in this market, they already peel it, garlic, because it's more easier.
Yeah,
okay?
But it's also more expensive.
Yeah,
so.
it's more expensive, but it's more easier.
Yeah.
Okay, after you peel it, you're gonna chop it. You're gonna use the blender. It's gonna look like that one. Okay?
So more like a garlic paste.
It's like a garlic paste. Okay, after that, you're gonna add some garlic. You're gonna use some garlic, and you're gonna use onions. Okay, we're gonna use the yellow onions. Yellow onions is more flavory for the to do the sofrito. Okay, you're gonna cut it in quarts and put it together with the sweet peppers or the green pepper. After that, we're gonna add some olive oil or vegetable oil. You're gonna use like a half a cup. We're gonna use the adobo, just a little bit, cup of spoon. We're gonna add some salt. You're gonna add salt, little salt, and some black pepper. Some people, they don't use black pepper, but it's really good for the sofrito. Complete the flavor. And some of the oregano. You can use fresh oregano, or you can use dry oregano. Just like a half a spoon, because the flavor of the oregano is really strong. After that, we're gonna cover the processor and chop. And now we're gonna add some culantro, and we're gonna use the cilantro together. Okay, that's really, you can add like 2 branches of the cilantro and 1 branch of the culantro. With that one, you're gonna make around 16 ounce to 32 ounce of sofrito. That's okay for the whole week if you cook it at home. That is the sofrito. On here, they look more dark, greener, because we use a lot of cilantro and we use the culantro. It's gonna look more green.
Right.
Okay? Either you can use it for marinate any kind of meat. You like a steak, you can marinate, or you can make some beans, rice, chicken stew, beef stew, all kind of food you can use the sofrito.
So you add it as a big flavor booster, right? And then when he mentioned marinating meats, so you can do chicken, steak. I like to take a Ziploc, and really after I wash my meats products, I'll put them in here. I can put a scoop of the marinade or the sofrito, and then I take the chicken or whatever meat and I massage it in. Then it's already ready to go into the fridge until I'm ready to cook. So that's what I like about using Ziplocs for marinating.
Yeah, or you can use it too for save it and put it in the freezer.
Yes.
And save it for the whole week.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, that looks good. And as you mentioned, the color is different, but that's okay because not two sofritos are going to look, not every sofrito is going to look the same every time you make it. It depends on what you're using. So you mentioned that it's darker because you use culantro. Maybe you use more green bell peppers instead of red.
Exactly.
Or the yellow or the orange. So it really depends. The great thing is that you use your senses to taste your final product. And if you need to add more of
just
whatever
add some
product it
more.
is that you
That's
think you
depend
need.
what kind of flavor you want. Yeah, you like really strong the flavor of the sofrito, add some more cilantro or culantro and garlic.
Yeah.
And green pepper because that's the real flavor of the sofrito.
So this is one great way to deliver that Caribbean flavor to your typical dishes.
You can smell it really.
Yes, it smells
really
great.
Good. Okay. Look like a chimichurri, but it's not a chimichurri.
Great. And it's also a great way to get nutrients in because you may have a picky eater that will not eat a bell pepper, but in a sofrito they might be willing to at least they do enjoy that flavor. So yeah. Well, thank you. This is great. I can't wait to see what else we have to prep in the kitchen.
Yeah, we're gonna check the kitchen and let's see what we gonna have ready for today. Morning, we're gonna start today with the Caribbean rice. That's something really important in the Caribbean cuisine. It's really popular. The arroz con gandules, that's a green pig on peas rice. Yes, it's really delicious. And today we're gonna explain a little bit how to make it. We already start to cooking, but we're gonna explain how to do it. Okay? We use in the pot. We're gonna use some oil, regular vegetable oil. Then we're gonna saute some ham. You wanna use turkey, ham, or any sausage you can make to the rice if you don't eat pork. Okay? Then after that we're gonna use the garlic. We're gonna use fresh garlic. It's already grounded right now, but then after that we're gonna use the sofrito. That's the Puerto Rican base. Okay, that's the base from the flavor of the Caribbean. When you have the boiling water, you're gonna add the green pig on peas, the gandules, to boil it for 15 or 20 minutes. After that, we're gonna put it together in the pot. After saute all the ingredients for the sofrito and the ham or turkey, whatever you wanna use. Okay? We're gonna add some color, sazon. That's the Puerto Rican secret. Okay, it's the sazon and adobo. Just a bit of adobo and a bit of sazon. That's the color, the one we're gonna use for the rice. Right now we're making the rice. You can see olive, pepper, the green pig on peas, and that's gonna be the Caribbean rice.
With the pigeon peas, do you use canned or do you use dry?
No, I use fresh frozen.
Okay, frozen pigeon peas.
But you can use the cans too.
So you boil them first, and then you said you're gonna add like a vegetable oil, and you're gonna saute your meat.
Meat, and then you're gonna add some garlic. Like as cup of spoon of garlic and like cup of spoon of the sofrito.
Okay. And about how much rice?
Okay, the rice we're gonna use around, if you're gonna use 3 cups of water, you're gonna add some 3 cups of rice.
Okay.
The same measure from the rice you're gonna use from water.
So a 1-to-1 ratio.
From water you're gonna make rice.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna have it in almost medium high. You can cook it too high because if not you're gonna smoke or burn the rice. Every time they're gonna go down and dry, you're gonna go and put more lower the heat.
Lower your heat? Okay.
Lower the heat. Now we have the final from the rice. That's the arroz con gandules, the traditional Puerto Rican rice. You can see how they're gonna look.
Oh, it looks beautiful. And
it's
it
already
smells
cooked.
great.
It smells really good.
Yes.
Looking nice. You want to add some more cilantro, we can add some more cilantro. Oh, it's already cooked. You can see the rice is loose. You know, the rice is ready to eat.
For a sweet plantain, you're looking more at a brown or yellow plantain, right? So
You
the
know,
spots, that doesn't mean it's rotten. That's what you're looking for. You want that.
That's the best flavor. It's gonna be more sweet. Okay? And for peel it, it's really easier. Just you're gonna cut both ends. Then you're gonna cut the skin, and then
Peel it.
you're gonna open like this.
Okay.
And for cut it, you're gonna cut it like this size.
And more angled.
The angle,
Okay.
yeah, is really important. They're gonna look really nice. And that's the angle we're gonna use.
Yeah. And you're skilled at this, so you can cut it in your hand. But for those that are beginners or
especially
maybe not that skilled with a knife, you might want to
You
use the
can
cutting board.
Use the cutting board and cut it.
Yes.
You're more safe. Okay, you're gonna cut it like that. Okay, and the oil is gonna be medium high, the heat,
Okay.
and then you're gonna add it to the fry.
And it's sizzling a bit, so you know it's hot enough. Not
Yeah.
actually like super hot and boiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what if you were to boil these instead of fry them? Would it come out the same?
The sweet plantain, really, you can boil it.
Okay.
Or you can put it in the oven. Or use the new
The air fryer?
The air fryer, really?
Yeah.
You can.
So an alternative to frying them this way, you could bake them, and
Yeah,
it kind
you
of
can
helps bring
bake
out
it.
the
It's
sweetness.
really sweet too.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really. you can-
Traditionally, this is how it's made, though.
Yeah, it's most people they use fry,
Okay.
but you can put it in the oven and just for 10 minutes, it'll be alright.
How are plantains doing?
Okay, the plantain they almost ready. They have you can start see the color. They start changing like a little gold.
Okay.
They almost be ready.
So you want them golden.
Yeah, when you see golden and they start float in the grease, they almost ready to take it out.
Right. And you don't want to put too many in at one time either.
Yeah,
You want to make sure
no,
that
you put so many in the same time, they're gonna be like soggy. Yeah. Now we're gonna take out the plantain. Put it in low.
So when I was in Costa Rica, we often ate what's called gallo pinto, which
Oh, yeah.
is beans and rice. And they always coupled it with sweet plantains. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that was the staple for that country.
Every day they eat sweet plantain.
Well, thank you, Kamui, for sharing your kitchen and your culture with us today. I really enjoyed learning how versatile plantains are, and I can't wait to try some of these dishes at home. So we appreciate your time.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your team and yourself to come here and show to the people how do the Caribbean cuisine, you know. And it's glad to hear you here and come to visit us here in Killeen.
Yes.
And most of the people, thank you so much for watch this video, okay?
Yes, thank you for
and
watching.
Enjoy. Thank
See you next time.